Maladaptive daydreaming built my dream physique. I know you've never heard of this before, and I know it sounds kind of crazy, but listen to me. It actually fucking works. I'm actual proof of this. This was me over a year ago and a couple months, and this is me now. This is one of the latest photos I took. You can see the huge difference between my shoulders, my chest, even my abs, my arms, everything. And this is basically 85% due to maladaptive daydreaming. Now, let me explain why a lot of people will find this crazy, or a lot of people already have biases against maladaptive daydreaming. But before I even explain all of this, let me explain what maladaptive daydreaming is in the first place. Maladaptive daydreaming is when you daydream to the point where the dream feels so real, the daydream feels so real that you kind of start acting it out while in a whole different space. Basically, like your head is in a whole different mind space. You're no longer in your room or in the kitchen or in the sitting room. You're no longer where you're at, right? You're no longer in school. You're on the red carpet. You're on the football pitch. You're on the basketball court. You're, I don't know whatever maladaptive daydream you're having. You're flying. You're a fucking superhero or whatever. You're at that point. That's where you are at mentally, and that's what you can feel. That's what you can see. That's what you can hear, right? There's different levels to it though, right? But that's basically what maladaptive daydreaming is. Maladaptive daydreaming is basically when you daydream so good to the point where your daydream feels really real and it doesn't feel like you're where you're at anymore, right? Now, okay, let me tell you the full story on how I first got started into daydreaming in the first place. Day Daydreaming, meditative daydreaming basically started around the time when I was 15 or 16 years old, right? I would often listen to audios, and it's like my mind will automatically, if the audio was good enough, my mind could automatically think of a scenario and just act it out. The daydream was so good and vivid to the point where I would kind of act it out in real life, right? A lot of you guys have probably done this too. If you've watched a highlight reel or any type of edit of a basketball player, it started with basketball players mainly for me too, right? If I would watch like a basketball edit of a player, I would start acting it out like I'm the one in the edit. I know you've done this before, bro. Or if you're a soccer fan, because I know the World Cup is happening right now. If you're a football fan, I know you guys have been in your backyard or being out in the park while playing soccer, and you've imitated playing a free kick, right? Kicking the game-winning goal, right? And scoring it, and it felt so real and so authentic that you acted it out, right? That's a part of maladaptive daydreaming. Now there's different levels again, but that's a level of maladaptive daydreaming. And any of those levels are really effective, and I'm gonna explain all of that in this video and exactly how it helped me build my dream physique. Alright, now for a lot of people, if you search up maladaptive daydreaming, it has a lot of bad rep, right? Especially if you search up on TikTok, on Google, it has a lot of bad rep because oftentimes when people maladaptive daydream, they daydream for hours upon hours without without making any progress in their life at all. That's not what we're about to talk about today, and that's not how I use maladaptive daydreaming. I'm gonna explain how it could benefit your life and help you ascend your life, quite literally. So when a lot of people maladaptive daydream, they daydream for hours upon hours. Basically, they want to escape reality because their reality is ass, right? But what we're about to do today is understand that maladaptive daydreaming can actually enhance your reality by escaping reality. It's diabolical, right? A lot of things in life has a double-edged sword, right? It has a good and a bad, right? The good year for this, these are the people who use maladaptive daydreaming for the good, right? They basically maladaptive daydream while doing something that can actually help them ascend their life. Me, for example, I maladaptive daydream whenever I work out, and I'll tell you exactly how that helped me progress faster and made my workouts way more fun. The people who just maladaptive daydream without doing something that actually helps their life are the ones who are actually not using it right. because they're spending hours upon hours while people are actually doing what they need to do to ascend their life to get better at whatever goal they're trying to achieve. They're maladaptive daydreaming for hours upon hours without achieving anything. Now, but if you're the person who's maladaptive daydreaming, while let's say, for example, man, I could really only put this into perspective with working out. There's probably other stuff you can do with it as well, but I'll just use it as an example because that's what I've done in the first place. So let's say, for example, you're maladaptive daydreaming while doing cardio. This is the best way to do cardio, by the way. If you're maladaptive daydreaming while doing cardio, you could quite literally imagine. I've done this a bunch of times. Imagine myself on a basketball court, on a soccer field, on any cool shit. Me being a fucking superhero, right? And you no longer feel the pain of cardio. You could be sweating your ass off. Your legs could be aching, and you no longer feel that pain because your mind is not there. Your mind is somewhere else completely, right? Like somebody was just maladaptive daydreaming for hours upon hours, and you're just there. Your life is still the same. Your life sucks, and because your life sucks more due to the fact that you're already addicted to maladaptive daydreaming, right? You're already addicted to maladaptive daydreaming. So therefore, a bunch of hours are going by while you're still trying to achieve your goals, while you're not achieving your goals in life, basically, right? And the fact that you're not achieving your goals in life makes your life even more worse. What makes you even more addicted to maladaptive daydreaming because you want to escape your trash reality. Now realizing that you're entering a cycle of basically L. You're basically entering a cycle of L. I'm so glad I never entered this cycle and always used it to better myself. But the people who would never achieve this, I feel truly sad for you. The true addicts who are actually like really addicted to it. But if you're watching this video right now and you're addicted to maladaptive daydreaming, use this as a sign to use it to get better. Now, how do you use it to get better? All right. A lot of people think it's ass, but maladaptive gave me something most people never develop when trying to build their physique, and that's obsession, right? Be like Nikki. You want to be like Nikki with anything you want to achieve in life. If that's a dream physique, if that's getting rich, you want to be absolutely fucking obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. Because the guy that's obsessed is going to make 10x, 50x, 100x better progress than the guy that's just kind of wants it. Just kind of wants it. But the guy that's absolutely obsessed knows the nick and like the single minute detail about whatever he's trying to achieve. That guy makes way more progress than the average person. Now, the way that maladaptive daydreaming made me obsessed with working out is by literally creating almost a connection with my brain. I'm gonna try to draw a brain here. Bah, 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 bah. Basically, a connection with my brain and working out as a reward system. If you don't know what a reward system is, it's basically when your brain gets a bunch of dopamine from doing something. Right, back in the days, back in the Hunter ages, it used to be when you went to war and you conquered something, or you hunted for your tribe and you brought back game for your tribe, you brought back food, you got a reward, you got a dopamine rush. Nowadays is when people scroll on TikTok or whatever, or do certain drugs, right? That's your reward system. Your brain as a reward system that helps you kind of get addicted to things, right? Because your brain automatically thinks, hey, if this is rewarding us, if this is giving us a bunch of dopamine, we want to do more of it. So you're gonna want to do more and more of it, all right? But this can be very bad if the thing you're doing isn't helping your life at all, right? But here's where maladaptive daydreaming comes into hand. I started maladaptive daydreaming whenever I would work out, not to feel the pain. A lot of guys will tell you embrace the pain. Sometimes maladaptive daydreaming wouldn't work, and that's when you want to embrace the pain. But most of the time, it will work, right? And those are the times when you really become addicted to working out because your brain connects working out to dopamine, to being able to escape to a fantasy world, right? That's what your brain starts connecting it to. The reason why I love cardio so much is because maladaptive daydreaming is the most effective while doing cardio. It still works whenever I'm doing curls or push-ups, but it's just not as, I would say, not as vivid, or not as easy as it is while doing cardio. And I think it's because I'm doing a lot of movement. So therefore, when I'm maladaptive daydreaming, I'm not just stand still, and I could really play out what I'm doing in the maladaptive daydream, you know? So over time, while I was doing cardio and I was maladaptive daydreaming, it's like my brain just started connecting maladaptive daydreaming to a reward. So therefore, whenever I do cardio, that is now a reward as well. My brain no longer sees it as a punishment. This is an easy way to achieve anything in life, bro. Literally, especially building an aesthetic physique. Dude, I'm telling you, if you could connect maladaptive daydreaming to cardio or push-ups or anything that could help you build your physique at home. If you're wondering why I haven't said anything about the gym, it's because I do home workouts, right? If you truly, I mean truly, like actually connect a type of reward system to building muscle, to being efficient at building an aesthetic physique, it's gonna become way easier. Your brain is gonna become like Nikki from Obsession for cardio, for working out, for achieving success, right? You're no longer just getting reward system from scrolling all fucking day, achieving nothing with your life. You're actually getting reward. You're getting dopamine from working hard, but you're also enjoying it. Isn't that crazy? That's like the best way to truly achieve what you want to achieve. But guys, yes, I spent years imagining the physique I wanted, and eventually reality literally caught up. You could call this manifestation, whatever you want to call it, but it truly works. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to build that dream physique, if you want a bigger shoulders, bigger arms, bigger chest, better abs, all of that, start maladaptive daydreaming. It will ascend your physique. There's a reason for this. There's actually science behind this. Use the addiction of escaping reality to make your actual reality better. Nobody else talks about this, bro. I've never seen anybody else talk about this. I feel like a founder of a new technique. I don't know what I'll call it yet. I really do not know what I'll call it yet, but over time I will make more videos about this and find exactly what I want to call it and truly make this a thing. Because a lot of people don't realize that you can really escape your trash reality, but make your trash reality better at the same time. But yes, guys, try this. Honestly, try this right now. The next time you're trying to do cardio or push-ups or curls, whatever, try Maladaptive Daydreaming, right? Certain audios is what's gonna, if you don't know how to actually Maladaptive Daydream, let me go ahead and explain it to you because you've already watched over 12 minutes of this video. So basically, when you're Maladaptive Daydreaming, you have to find audios that are gonna induce it. Oftentimes, the audios that help me induce my maladaptive daydream are audios from edits on TikTok or just anime audios, right? Anime audios of Naruto, anything like that, or just good audios, music that you love, that you can imagine yourself doing some type of scenario in. It is so overpowered and so effective, like, oh my gosh. But it could also be very bad as well. Try to manage because you will become addicted. It's too good, bro. It's too good. You're basically escaping reality, living the reality you want. You want to use this very casually because your brain will become addicted. But guys, honestly, please, if you're watching this and you're actually gonna try this, remember, be careful. If you want the exact methods I use to build my type of physique at home, there's a exact split, how much cardio I do, all of that, my diet. Check out the link in the description and in the comment section as well. Life is about finding yourself, then creating yourself. Love y'all boys, man. Peace out.